Winter had taken over Orario, bringing long nights and an icy wind that seemed to cut through even layers of heavy clothing. The streets, once bustling with adventurers of all levels, now glowed with yellowish lamps reflected on the damp ground. People hurried into heated taverns and shops, while the Amazons, stubborn as ever, paraded almost impassive in the cold, drawing curious glances and humorous comments. With the return of the Maritime School District after 3 years, the city gained a new energy. Students in white uniforms walked to and fro, enchanted by everything they saw, bringing a different movement to the commerce and squares. In the eyes of the residents, they were a breath of fresh air, young people with dreams too big to be contained. In Central Park, some of these students observed the illuminated silhouette of Twilight Mansion, home of the legendary Loki Familia. From that distance, the residence looked like a castle straight out of a fairy tale, and the light emanating from the windows shone like a reminder that true heroes lived inside. For the Balder class from the 7th grade, it was more than admiration. It was a shock of reality. Rumors that 3 members of the Loki Familia had ascended to level 7 at the same time circulated through the city like sparks and gunpowder. The feeling among the students oscillated between inspiration and a slight melancholy. After all, surpassing such figures seemed impossible. Still, Rook's determined eyes reminded the group that greatness is not a gift, it's stubbornness. Inside the Twilight Mansion, the atmosphere was completely different. The cold outside contrasted with the vibrant heat of the party that filled the main hall. Finn, Riveria, and Gareth were the main protagonists of the night, receiving congratulations, hugs, and toasts that almost never stopped. The decor, simple yet imposing, seemed alive beneath the laughter and collective joy that filled every corner of the room. Loki, always unpredictable, displayed a pride that overflowed in an almost maternal way. It wasn't a celebration of fame or status. It was a silent thank you for the effort, the battles won, and the scars that each of those heroes carried. The Loki family wasn't just celebrating strength. It was celebrating history, overcoming adversity, and bonds that had withstood dangers that few would dare to face. Of course, as always, there was room for humor. Raoul cried openly, moved by the leader's achievement, while Elfie and Anakity amused themselves by teasing him. Narfi, overly excited, almost turned every sentence into a war cry, banging his mug on the floor as if he were stepping on the pride of the old rival Freya family. The memory of the rivalry hung in the air, but now it was faced with a triumphant smile. Tioni, for her part, was a spectacle in herself. The Amazon circled Finn like a passionate shadow, offering him food, drinks, and even his personal space, which left the captain in a mixture of embarrassment and resignation. Gareth, chuckling softly, commented that not even locked doors would stop Tioni if she really wanted to get close. Meanwhile, Lafia tried to remain invisible, without much success. Every unexpected compliment or admiring glance made her blush like a tomato. The dynamic between the members, Tioni's intensity, A's serenity, Riveria's dry irony, created small moments of humor that brought life to the atmosphere without breaking its warm mood. Even with all this joy, reality remained as a discreet reminder. The last expedition had been costly, destroyed equipment, lost supplies, and an emotional debt difficult to explain. The guild had helped, but not enough to erase the damage. Still, Loki had insisted on the celebration inside the mansion. For her, this milestone was personal. It was about recognizing the collective effort and reminding members that, amidst battles and losses, there were still reasons to smile. As the night progressed, the music, toasts, and conversations blended into a warm harmony that seemed to ward off the winter outside. The younger members watched the veterans with admiration, absorbing every detail, from the strategies discussed between sips of drinks to the stories of ancient expeditions told with a gleam in their eyes. In that brightly lit hall, the Loki family displayed their true power, not just strength or skill, but unity. Every laugh, every conversation, and every hug reinforced what truly sustained that house: bonds built on trust and courage. The party wasn't just about 3 heroes who reached level 7. It was about a family that persevered, learned, fell, got up, and kept moving forward, inspiring everyone around them, from shy newcomers to students who still dreamed of the day they too would shine. And so, while winter covered Oreo with its icy shadow, Twilight Manor shone like a beacon. Inside, human warmth overcame any cold, and the story of one of the city's most respected families gained another chapter, vibrant, emotional, and unforgettable.